how to get other people to want to work with you. That's what we're talking about today. How's it going, everyone? It's Mike Cheshire. Hope you are doing well. I am having a think about kind of how everything's working these days. And obviously everything's moving online. It's a crazy, crazy world, and it's really hard to kind of stand out in terms of being service business generally. And so there are tons of people who are trying to showcase what they, maybe not showcase, just try and get some work. People are just like trying so hard to get work. They're just like, give me some work, I need work to do whatever I do. Say they do design, say they do development, whatever. They're a service business that offers a service to another business. It's like, give me some work. And you can see people posting online. Obviously, that's like one way of doing it. Another way of doing it would be like cold calling, cold emailing, and that type of stuff. And to be honest, I'm not really a fan of that stuff. One reason is because it's a numbers game. So you need to do a lot of numbers to make it work. And it's just really hard and doesn't feel scalable, because you need to constantly be putting in the effort to get the numbers, and it's still hard after that. Like you get a lead, say you get 2 leads out of every 100 that you get in touch with, and then like out of those that you can convert, then say you do like 200 contacts, then you get 4 leads. Maybe one of those will turn into something. So out of 200, maybe you get 1, and that seems like really a lot of hard work for not very much return. So getting people to demand working with you, and it's also the fact of, once you get those people on board and then they're not really invested, they're not invested in working with you. So then you're like sending emails, not getting responses. Also, this is also including with like cold emailing and things like that, and going beyond and trying to do more. And then just people like, meh, I got what I wanted, I don't need to get back to you, or stuff like that. So like what I've done a little bit of, I haven't done very much, but like getting in touch with people, offering them something for free. It's just a little bit of the service, like kind of like a taster session. And it's after that they've got something, so it's like, what do they need to speak to you about again? Unless they kind of want more and they feel like that was valuable, but getting them to understand the value of what you're giving as well is another issue. So I believe that the biggest way to get more out of them, and in their investment in you, is to basically do things like this and show your knowledge over the long term, and get people invested in you over the long term. So this isn't going to be like a short-term solution. So you need to kind of showcase value over the long term. And that's what's really making people stand out in the kind of the marketplace today. No matter what area you're in, it's really a way of showing that you've got more knowledge and extensive knowledge in, say, a key area. And that's really going to help you stand out in the marketplace today, because people looking for short-term solutions aren't really going to do very well. They're going to keep on struggling, everything's just going to be really hard. So if you want to stand out in the marketplace today, you've got to do things with a long-term approach. Short-term isn't really going to cut it these days. So keep on adding value, help the marketplace that you're kind of targeting and looking at, and find out what their problems are and solve their problems over the long term, and stick to it. So I'm, kind of doing this for any entrepreneur out there, and I want to be able to help you focus in a little bit on what you're doing, and just realize that this isn't really going to be a short-term solution. This is definitely a long-term solution, but something that will work over the long term, over a long period of time. You've just got to be patient and appreciate that this is the best way to do it. But you've got to be helpful. You've got to be useful in the marketplace, and then people can see how useful you are to them. And so that any form of contact you have with them along your whole relationship, from start to finish, they're going to be invested. So they're going to want to respond to you, want to do everything that you need to get your service to the highest level. And that's really going to make a difference, I believe, in the world today and well into the future. So think about how you're helping people and know that it's a long-term solution. Don't think for the short term. If you've got any comments about this, give us a comment. Give us a like if you enjoyed this, and I hope to see you again soon. Subscribe to find out more and follow my journey. Have a great day. Peace.